Good morning and welcome. Thank you for joining me here today. If you found yourself here, there may be a message for your healing journey, soul's evolution, transformation, and or simply information. So today I'd like to talk a little bit about the classic narcissist, empathetic, empath, intuitive relationship. You may or may not have known that you were in one, but when you found out, you can gather a lot of information to help yourself heal from this trauma. And trust me, I know it is trauma. You can unpack it, unfold it, and transcend that trauma, pain, sorrow, grief, shame, misery, and discomfort back to your heart center and find peace, balance, harmony, and joy in your life. So some of the crazy ways are really unfathomable, the unjust ways they've treated you. Nobody would really believe it. Trust me, I know. Even if you've told somebody, including the justice system, maybe they were or were not aware of anybody being this evil, but sometimes they've seen it all. So I recommend getting an attorney that can help you unpack and unfold and maybe advocate for you. It does matter because you matter. So sometimes there's people that give you advice, such as document things for your safety if you're not ready to leave, and how to do that so it's kept safe somewhere. Maybe somebody holds it for you, your job, or maybe somebody who's writing your order of protection, or advocates, or maybe there's a battered women's shelter that can help you while you're creating an order, or maybe you have an attorney already that can assist. Either way, documentation of facts is important, and if things are way too crazy and you can't write it down, you can always record it. So if you have done that because the stories are so bizarre and you fear for your life, sometimes they tell you the most bizarre things, and in hindsight you realize it was a premeditated plan. If somebody ever tells you that if they were ever to die or know that they were going to go to jail, they would do certain things, such as take everybody out, because they're not going down alone, and if they didn't like you, didn't matter who it was, they're just going to take everybody out like a mad shooter, right? Literally, and pun intended. Or they would do it in other ways, maybe less invasive and less obvious. Maybe they abuse their power in every which way possible, right? So, and maybe their best friend told them to rent a car because it would take 3 days for them to figure out who it was. Maybe they have used their own identity or somebody else's, or God forbid yours. Maybe the car is under your name and maybe they don't know where it is, but it's located in a different area, different state, different county. And they've unalived a lot of different people, or that was their plan. And then they would just drive it off a cliff and it would dump in, kind of like that movie with Sean Penn, right? That was crazy wicked. So there's a lot of movies out there that give these, criminals ideas. So good, bad, everything else in between. So they would do that. Why? So they could be on the run. Maybe they have fake identities and they do so. Or maybe they don't want to go to jail, so they'll unalive themselves. And how they do that, they've shown you with their own guns. How to point it, where to do it, what part of the neck, and what angle. And they show you that. Or they want to show you how to do it on your wrist, cut yourself, in which way to do it. So you bleed out, or maybe with the gun at an angle so you're not a vegetable. Whatever it is, they've already told you this and you have it on recording, and you've given it to the authorities who've done nothing with it. They just think you're silly. And why? Because they're bought and paid for by your person. So these are terrible things that happen sometimes, but the evidence is evidence, and it lies somewhere. So if people aren't willing to listen to you because they overpower you, or maybe they have the money and clout, or hire lots of people to, defend them, there's still criminals, and God sees all. There's karmic law, and there's actually real law. The justice will be served. And evidence is evidence. I don't care how it was obtained. If it's real, authentic, and all day long you were in harm's way, I think it's okay, because you're trying to protect yourself because you're scared and you're fearful. And it's good to have the facts. Somebody will take note and justice will be served. So just remember along the way, make sure you have yourself in a safe place so you can heal. Your safety matters. Protect yourself and your assets. Take the things that matter. Even though, of course, they've hacked into everything and they steal everything and they know everything that you're doing, make sure you keep accurate journal or logging somewhere. Maybe if you are in a battered women's shelter or if you're at work, that they don't have access to that. Even if they try to, they abuse their power and circle around your desk and try and log in. It's very obvious. Just keep reporting. IT knows, or whoever knows. Escalate it up to the people that matter, even if they are working for them. They'll get themselves in trouble too if they don't do what's right by you. So eventually, it doesn't matter. Sometimes even people go, maybe they've unalived somebody that has a uniform that looks official. It's bizarre, right? I know. But you never know what these criminals do. They learn a lot and they grow in ways that aren't healthy. So unfortunately, what you need to do is protect yourself. Take pictures, log, journal, have evidence. Be your own investigator, I guess. And protect yourself. It does matter. You matter. Your safety matters. Your family and friends that matter. So just remember, take care of you. Unpack your story, heal, find your peace and balance in life, and move on. This was a journey, and so it is. Namaste.